flashing lights, trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Avery. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Cal Bears offense will get first crack at it today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
And down he goes back at the 3.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throw.
And the Golden Bears will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Clemson's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance. So you've got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Throws toward the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. You know, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going to let it go. Touchdown, Tiger. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Out of the end zone. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quickly to the tight end. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense.
They'll run play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
And the deflection by the defense brings it down.
And it's some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Duggar. Here comes the heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. The give out of the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying play action. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Soft spot in the middle. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Off play action. Grabs it in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They go to the ground, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Arizona dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Leaves it with the running back. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The sure hands. It's Clinton. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clemson jumps to the line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll give it to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Caught near the sticks. It's Clinton. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Tigers are rolling down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete to the left. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick,
lets it fly deep downfield. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback making adjustments. Now the play fake. Fires on the move. Working on the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. First and goal for the offense. Big fella moving. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there, just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
and this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. He lofts one down the sideline. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Tigers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long. Touchdown, Clemson! A great catch and run for 6. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Golden Bears moving quickly to the line. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on second down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And they spike it to stop the clock. The Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Might be calling a hot route. Scanning the field, it's Duggar. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of... An incomplete pass.
That's a good job by the defense understanding the sideline is an extra defender, right? Like, away the inside a little bit and then play that ball, but make him throw a great throw all the way to the outside of the field, and he didn't do it on that play.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Lofts one high and deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Good completion on the out. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Clemson set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. Caught near the sideline, it's Clinton. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. They send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run, you can give up some plays in the pass.
On that one, as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Firing to the right, complete. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And the Golden Bears will hustle for the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the... Breaks into the open. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Right back to the well.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
I gotta tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Wants to throw. It's Duggar. Quick completion on the out route. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 13 over Georgia Southern.
Looking to throw on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
To the air, it's Duggar. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Golden Bears come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Wants to fire on second down. Working that left side now.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Looking to the big tight end. And the timing just a hair off.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. He wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in cover.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cal!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with he's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play-action fake. Got his man downfield. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Duggar. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to... This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Golden Bears want to pick up the tempo.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening, not physical.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Take over. 1st and 10.
Handoff to the single back. Turning it on. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here.
He got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
40. Cal 10.
He'll bring it out. It's Avery. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
Looking for room. It's Dennis. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, to give, looking for room. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man down the middle. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on up.
Fires toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today, but opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Red pass, it's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.